Come here, you. I don't know if she's still there. Yo.
Yep, he's still there.
I think there's a bass in there. He hasn't woken. Come here, you. Woo. Whoa, easy. That was a cool way to get started. I got my buddy Wally Smith, who's got a place up here. We're on Clear Lake, California. And Wally said, hey, let's go do some frog fishing. We're just getting started here, and then we're off to a pretty good start. Get her, Wally!
I just broke my reel.
Hammer that thing!
I just broke my reel.
Did you really?
The handle.
Oh, I love this pond. This place is ridiculous.
That is Clear Lake frog fishing.
Dude, this place is out of control.
Oh,
the violence in which these fish hit these baits it's staggering. It is unbelievable the way they jack a frog in this pond. Oh my God.
Funnest way to fish.
Let's do some more of that.
Yeah, it's called.
Woo! I gotta tell you folks, we're here on Clear Lake and we're doing another monsterfishingtackle.com tips and techniques. And we're out here throwing froggies. And I'll tell you what, if you wanna come throw a frog, whether it's here in California or it's in Florida or it's in Massachusetts, Wisconsin, I don't care where you're throwing frogs, you need to have the right equipment to do it. You need to get you a rod from 7 to 8 feet long that's got some juice, that's got some power, okay? You want to get you a high-speed reel, 7-to-1 gear ratio reel. Very, very important. A lot of these big fish, they're going to eat in that shallow water, you're going to swing, and they're coming at you 100 miles an hour. So you got to have a 7-to-1 gear ratio reel so you can maintain hook point pressure in those fish. 65-pound braid, not 30, not 50, not 80, 65-pound braid, and you are good to go. Oh, that was a beautiful bite.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a beautiful bite right there. That was... Come here, you. That was an awesome bite, dude. She squished that thing. This is an absolute treat for me to get to come up here, spend some time with you on your place up here at Clear Lake. And man, you want to talk about frogfish and the violence in which they hit that thing. I can see why you do what you do up here.
Yeah, it's hard to leave, I'll tell you that.
What, tell me a little bit about what we're doing here. Why'd you choose this area here?
It's a timing issue, but as you've seen from these last few casts that you've made and came up with a couple of bass, you hit it right and this is what you're going to get.
That's awesome.
And it's a no-doubter.
That is absolutely awesome. We'll let her go and we'll do some more of this. Oh. That was cool. What? Look at that one. Look at that one. That's a big one. Oh man, that's a big one, Wally.
And that's with half a reel.
That is a big one right there, bud. That is awesome. That is awesome. Woo!
Upside down bite.
Look at how thick that fish is.
Yeah. They're eating.
Golly, that was cool. That is Humposaurus.
Bobby, does the color on top of a frog matter?
I think the color on top of a frog matters a bunch. Because when your frog's coming across the water, it actually moves like this and it shows flashes of its back. If a bass is off to the side at a 45-degree angle, she can see that flash, that color of that bait. A pearl white bait, completely pearl, as opposed to a pearl white bait with some color, scheme on her back in direct relation to the type of forage that she's targeting.
Yep.
So yeah, the color on the back of a bait is huge. That was awesome. Come here, you. That one sounded like a bomb went off, dude. I tell you what, you have got the coolest frog lake I have ever seen up here. Golly, look at that thing. And she clobbered that. These fish out here, they don't mess around when they eat a frog, do they?
Nope, especially out here on these weed patches.
And I can only imagine some of the days that you have had out here with a frog, because you throw that frog as much as anybody, as much as I do. I mean, it's unreal. And you guys got so many different patterns. You got docks, you got tulies, you got offshore weeds, and you're all over the place. You start in the spring and you end in the fall, sometimes never even stop.
And it's all day, you know, that morning, evening, bluebird skies, you're just going to catch them all day. And being out here, they're not seeing a lot of those, so they're not going to let them get away.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, did she kill that? That is beautiful. We're going to close up another section of Monster Fishing Tackle's tackle tips. And I had an absolutely phenomenal day today fishing frogs with you out here on this lake. And where do you start? You know, frog fishing, anybody that's ever caught frogfish before, I mean, it's just the most exciting thing there ever is, especially on lakes like this right here. Shallow vegetation, these fish are just angry when they hit that thing. And, you know, we talked a little bit about the kind of tackle that we use, a bigger rod. What kind of rod were you using? 7.6,
very heavy, very stout. Pull it through that stuff that we were doing today.
Right, high speed reel?
Yeah, 7-to-1 minimum. I mean, that you got to get them out quick, so always 7-to-1.
65-pound braid.
65-pound braid.
I mean, that's across the board. Whether you're in California, Texas, Florida, it doesn't matter where you are throwing a frog. That's the type of equipment that we're going to use. A variety of different colors. You know, you want to make sure that you've got, you know, there's so many different brands of frogs out there now. You want to have some with a pearl belly. You want to have some, you know, that imitate a bait fish patterns. You've got some loud color. What's your favorite color frog on this lake?
Well, I've learned a couple things from you today. One, that there's more than one color. I thought this was the only color. I've thrown this exclusively on Clear Lake for the last 10 years. And not just because you and Mr. Green invented it, but it just catches a lot of fish. What I was shocked at, and today kind of made me a believer, I couldn't get bit on this today. I started throwing black, white, and boom, 5-8 fish within an hour. And that was fish in the same water. So color matters, and the top of the color matters, which I never even crossed my mind.
Yeah. So, you know, there's a lot. Grab whatever your brand of frog is that you folks like to throw, or grab your favorite frog. A few different color patterns. The color on the back does matter. When that frog is kicking side to side and your bass are coming from a 45-degree angle on either side of that frog, the color on the back definitely matters at times. So grab yourself a bunch of frogs, browse through the pages at monsterfishingtackle.com, and grab you a big rod, high-speed reel, some 65-pound braid, and go turn some frogs into toads.